Today's video is all about how the developer significantly improved shooting mechanics in CS2 with just a small update. I'll also talk about what still needs fixing, because even though there's progress, shooting is still far from perfect. Plus, we'll go over the update that dropped today, if you can even call it that, a ban on a pro player for cheating and more. It's going to be an interesting one, so drop a like right now and let's get started. Maybe you want free cases? CSGO Luck, one of the fastest growing CS2 website. You can play case battles against real players or bots and win cool skins, or you can open individual cases. CSGO Luck have many deposit methods, instant withdrawals with a store full of skins. You can claim 3 free cases by using my code or clicking the link in the video description. They also have other cool games, and the site is loaded with a lot of bonuses and rewards, like unlocking daily cases for free thanks to your level and the leaderboards with lots of prizes. Make sure to use my code or the link under this video to claim your bonus, and let's move on. Let's begin with the latest update. The map Jura was updated to its latest workshop version, and that's it. Seriously, that's the entire update, but today we're mostly going to focus on the May 16th update. I didn't cover it earlier because I was attending PGL in Astana. While the May 16th patch was small, it was extremely important. It fixed several issues that had been discussed weeks prior. First, it addressed the player imbalance in deathmatch, something that made perfect sense to fix. Then it resolved a bug where the Molotov fire was visible through the AK-47 model in first-person view. There were also fixes for AK-47 stickers and icon bugs, but the most significant part of that update, the removal of the hit registration audio delay. You might remember a Reddit post from 3 weeks ago where a player talked about a 116 millisecond delay. I even made a video on it, just listen to how it sounded before. This delay completely ruined the feel of your shots landing. It had to be fixed, and the devs finally did it. Now listen to how it sounds after the update. There's absolutely no delay now when registering hits. However, I suspect the devs originally added this delay so the hit sound could be clearly heard, which is a strange decision, especially since CSGO never had this issue. I believe this because, along with removing the delay, they also introduced a new system where your weapon's firing sound is momentarily lowered. For a split second, the volume of your gunfire drops slightly so the hit sound can be heard more clearly. In addition, the AK-47's shot sound duration was shortened. Overall, this update seems way more meaningful than most previous ones. However, just 13 hours ago, another Reddit user reported ongoing shooting issues, and this time specifically with the Mag 7. The user compared the shooting mechanics of CS2 and CSGO, inspired by another Reddit investigation that highlighted how CS2's spray feels worse. In case you missed my previous video on this, here's a quick summary. In CS2, recoil feels much less smooth due to excessive screen shake during shooting. That's where the problem lies. Using certain console commands like host timescale, this player slowed down gameplay to show exactly how much the crosshair shakes in CS2 compared to CSGO. The difference is especially noticeable with the Mag 7. In CSGO, the crosshair stays stable, no screen shake at all. So this is another area developers really need to address, and hopefully fixing this will help players regain that satisfying shooting experience in CS2. If you're curious, here's what the comparison looks like in graph form. Since I was at PGL Astana, here are a few highlights. It was a great tournament overall, though a few moments left a weird impression. For example, Donk was booed by the audience after giving a straightforward answer during an interview. The host asked him why he showed no emotion despite all the praise he was getting. Donk simply said, "I don't care," which led to the crowd booing him. Fortunately, Magix lightened the mood by tossing confetti at Donk, making him finally smile, and the crowd cheered again. Personally, I don't blame Donk for that answer, but let me know what you think in the comments. During another post-win interview, Donk was asked about the train map and whether it should be removed. He replied that he'd rather see Anubis removed instead. At this rate, Anubis might be heading down the same path as Vertigo, although to be fair, despite all the hate and its lack of pro play, vertigo wasn't removed right away either. Right after the PGL Astana Major, another tournament kicked off in Dallas, featuring Simple playing for FaZe. Just check out his stats. The Dallas tournament pulled huge viewership numbers, largely thanks to Simple's return, peaking at 800,000 viewers across all streams. His presence clearly had a huge impact. Meanwhile, professional player Linko received a 2-year FaZe ban for cheating. He completely denies the allegations and says he's ready to prove his innocence. But I find it odd that the ban is only for 2 years. Feels like a pretty light sentence if he really was cheating. That said, I'm not going to make any definite claims. Still, I think this is at least the second ban this year for a pro player over cheats, if not more. In other news, FMPONE, the creator of the map cache, is now publishing skins on the workshop again. You might remember back in April he released an AK-47 skin that didn't get a great reception. After all, he's more of a map maker than a skinner, but his newer designs, released just 2 days ago, are looking much better. The M4 was decent, but I especially liked Zona and the new USP called Phantom. Just look at them. Given the number of skins FMPONE has been putting out, we might actually see a cache skin collection entirely made by him, which would be pretty funny. Thanks for watching until the end. I'm Ravil, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next damn video.